What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. Let's get into AEW Full Gear from November the 23rd, 2024. This show was horrible. It was a waste of time. 4 hours of nothing, really. And this was arguably, easily one of the worst pay-per-views AEW's ever produced in its 5-year history. This was awful. This was not a good pay-per-view at all. There were a couple of cool things that happened. There were a couple of matches that I liked on the show. But all in all, this show was not good. It was not good. AEW, in my humble opinion, is on life support. And I've said it for months on end. If Tony Khan is not removed from AEW, we will see the death of AEW. It's just a fact. This company is so ice cold, it's unreal. It's unreal. So, let's go ahead and get into the show. We kicked the show off with the first match of the night. The Fatal 4-Way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Private Party versus the Acclaim versus the Kings of the Black Throne versus the Outrunners. Private Party, they retain. Who cares? Not really all that important. Free my homeboy Malachi Black. Tony Khan, please release Malachi Black. Just release the man. The man does not want to be there anymore. You can tell he doesn't want to be there anymore. Let the man go. Oh my God, let him go. Please let him go. This makes zero sense. Moving on. So, Orange Cassidy, he's interviewed by Lexi Nair. Orange Cassidy says that he's going to stand up against Moxley tonight and remove him from AEW. Newsflash, it does not happen. Moving on. MJF defeats Roderick Strong. So he wins via the Salt of the Earth. That's cool. It's been a while since MJF has won it's been a while since he's won a match with a submission. It's been a minute. He normally wins via the Brain Buster. So this is fine. So post-match, MJF, he grabs a steel chair. He unfolds it. He wraps it around the arm of Roderick Strong. He stomps on it. So Adam Cole, the Kingdom, and Kyle O'Reilly, they all come out to make the save. To check on Roddy. And then Kyle then shoves Adam Cole down, and then he blames Adam Cole for Roderick's injury. So there's that. I guess they're going to have MJF versus Adam Cole at World's End. That's fine, I guess. You've got, 4 weeks to build it? So we'll have to wait and see how that shit is going to play out. But do I care? No, I really don't. Moving on. Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW TBS Championship. Mercedes Moné gets the win. She wins via a roll-up. So this makes sense. This was arguably one of Mercedes' best matches because of Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander would kick major ass in WWE. I could see her going to NXT for about a good 6 months to a year, and then I think she would do very well on the main roster. Chris Statlander is good. She really is good. Mercedes is fine, but she needs work. So it is what it is. We'll just have to wait and see how things play out. But this match was pretty okay. Moving on. Jay White defeats Hangman Adam Page. This match should have been on Dynamite or Collision. And that's really what a lot of these matches felt like. A lot of these matches felt like they would have been better for a Dynamite or Collision versus being on pay-per-view. And this was one of those matches. Same thing with the Fatal 4-Way tag match earlier on. Same thing with that. So, you know, it is what it is. Jay White wins. It really doesn't even mean anything at all. So, post-match, Hangman attempts to follow Jay White up the ramp, and he attacks him. Christopher Daniels comes out to try to stop Hangman, and then he gets blasted with a right hand. So, there's that. Who cares? Moving on, Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay. And I wanted to burn my fucking laptop to the ground. This match was nothing more than work rate times 15. Fuck Kyle Fletcher and fuck Will Ospreay. And I mean that. I am tired of Will Ospreay. I'm tired of Kyle Fletcher. I'm tired of them. Will Ospreay can only wrestle one type of match. Kyle Fletcher gets the win via a brainbuster from the top turnbuckle for the 1, 2, 3. The Clowns, they did a tombstone on steel steps, and no one cares. Again, I don't care about Kyle Fletcher, and I've lost our respect for Will Ospreay. Why? Because he can only wrestle one match. He can only wrestle one style of match. Just, I don't get it. This is AEW in a nutshell. This is modern wrestling in a nutshell. I don't understand it. I fucking don't. I don't get it. It boggles my mind. It really boggles my mind. I don't understand how the fuck people are into matches like these. I just don't get it. It's just Power Rangers fight scenes and gymnastics. And you know, people just eat it up. It's like, come on, like, that's not what wrestling is about. Learn how to tell a story. Learn how to work. Learn how to sell. Moving on. So, we get Mariah May's AEW Women's Championship celebration. So, Mina Shirakawa, her sexy ass shows up, and she says this is the champagne celebration. Mariah May said she stepped on a bunch of toes and killed the entire women's division because there's not a single woman that can touch her. And then she says that Mina couldn't have done it without her. And so Mina then does a toast to Mariah May. They both drink their glasses. They start to dance. And Mariah May is about to hit Mina Shirakawa with her wine glass. So Mina then ducks, and then Mariah May spits in the face of Mina, and then Mina tackles Mariah May through a table off the ramp, and Mina gets up. She's bleeding from the mouth, so she probably lost a tooth. And this was pretty interesting. So I do like this. So I would imagine this sets up their match between the two of them at World's End. So that's fine. You got 4 weeks to build it. Let's see what the fuck they can do. Moving on. Daniel Garcia defeats Jack Perry to become the new AEW TNT champion. Who cares? I don't give a damn about this. I don't. I really, really don't. This could have taken place on Collision or Dynamite. Take your pick. I don't care. Garcia wins via the Dragon Tamer. So that's how he wins. Do I care about Garcia winning? No, I don't. Because the TNT Championship is utterly useless. Who gives a shit? Moving on. Ricochet versus Takeshita. Takeshita defeats Ricochet to retain the AEW International Championship. He wins via just a random Avalanche Falcon Arrow. Yes, that's how he wins. He defeats Ricochet by doing a random Avalanche Falcon Arrow for the 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, what the hell? What kind of finish is that? That's just like for Seth Rollins to go out there on a Monday Night Raw and win a match via, just a random Falcon Arrow. That's how he wins. I'm just like, what? What the fuck? What kind of finish is that? That's so stupid. And this is the problem with AEW. This is the problem with AEW. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why would you have Takeshita win that way? He could have easily won with the running knee that he does. I don't get it. I do not get it at all. And Ricochet's done for. His only saving grace is Ricochet joining the Hurt Business. If he doesn't join the Hurt Business, he's fucked. He's already been fucked. He's done. Ricochet's only saving grace is for him to align himself with the Hurt Business. And I think it was Excalibur or Tony Schiavone or Nigel McGuinness, one of those three, said on commentary that the Hurt Business is looking to expand. And they need to add Ricochet to their ranks. It only makes sense. You have to turn Ricochet heel, and he has to join the Hurt Business or the Hurt Syndicate, however you want to say it. It doesn't matter. He has to join the Hurt Syndicate. He has to. If not, he's done. He's done. He's already wrestling on Rampage and Collision anyway. So he really needs to join the Hurt Business like ASAP. And I'm being 1,000% serious as well. Moving on. Bobby Lashley defeats Swerve Strickland. This match was good. This was a really good match. I'm a fan of both guys. Lashley winning was the right decision, obviously. So Lashley wins via a spear into the Hurt Lock. Swerve does not tap out. He passes out, which is great. So that means this feud can still continue, and it needs to. Post-match, Bobby Lashley locked in the Hurt Lock on Prince Nana, and the rest of the Hurt Syndicate, they taunted Swerve. So that was cool. I did like this. This is great. This makes perfect sense. And I just hope Bobby Lashley ends up winning this feud, which he probably will. Because if he doesn't, where does he go storyline-wise once he's done feuding with Swerve? Literally, where does he go? Where does he go? Because I'm terrified of what could happen to the Hurt Syndicate once they're done feuding with Swerve. So, obviously, this is not over. This is going to set up another match, probably at World's End. So you got 4 weeks to build that. Main event of the evening. Jon Moxley defeats Orange Cassidy via the help of Wheeler Yuta to retain the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, you heard that right. Jon Moxley needed help to defeat Orange Cassidy. Get the fuck out of here. What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of nonsense is that? Total garbage. Total filth. So Wheeler Yuta came through the crowd. He had a hoodie on. He did the Busaiku knee. Jon Moxley followed that up via the Death Rider / Paradigm Shift for the 1-2-3. Post-match, Wheeler Yuta and Jon Moxley, they hold down Orange Cassidy, and they put some disinfectant chemicals in the mouth of Orange Cassidy, and they poured it on all over his face and everything. So Hangman, he comes out to make the save. He hits Wheeler Yuta with a steel chair. Him and Mox have a stare down. So then Christian Cage comes out. He hits the kill switch on Jon Moxley, taking him out. Christian Cage thinks about signing the contract. Jay White comes out. He hits the Blade Runner on Christian Cage. And then the Death Riders, they pull Jon Moxley so they can out the ring, so they can retreat to safety. So then the Death Riders, they head back to their truck, but it's then hit by a random car. So they get out of Dodge by stealing another vehicle. It's revealed to be Darby Allin, who was behind the hit and run, basically. And he destroys the Death Rider's truck with a skateboard, and that was it. How dumb was this? How dumb was this? This was stupid. This was absolutely stupid. Darby Allin is not the guy to defeat Jon Moxley. And I'm a fan of Darby. I like Darby. But Darby is not World Heavyweight Championship material. He's just not. He's a total transitional champion. He really is. He would keep the title no longer than a month to at least 3 months at best. And that's it. That's really it. And I have no idea why Tony Khan is going down this avenue right here. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. This story would be better if you had people that we really cared about. Like, I think if you had either like a Will Ospreay or Swerve Strickland or even MJF, one of those three guys, to go after Jon Moxley, then this would be a better story. But none of those guys are involved in this. So this is not good. And I'm tired of this failed takeover storyline. And I don't even care that if Shane McMahon comes in or not. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm over this. I'm over this. I don't care about the storyline at all. I don't care about Darby Allin. I don't care about Jon Moxley. I don't care about Orange Cassidy. I don't care about any of this. This is pathetic. This show was not good. This pay-per-view was a waste of time. Most of the matches could have taken place on a random episode of Dynamite and Collision. Tony Khan needs to do better. This pay-per-view was arguably one of the worst pay-per-views that AEW has ever produced. I don't get it. I don't get it. And they have 4 weeks to build until we get to World's End. But AEW has to do better. They have to do better. So what did you guys think of Full Gear? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.